Hey y'all, welcome on back into this Boozin Food Kitchen where you know you're always welcome. And you know I'm always going to be rooting for you to find your peak to your day. Well, let's talk. We're going to be cooking something today, but before we get into that, I need to just inform you one little bitty thing is that I'm going to be taking a little slight break from posting up my videos on Wednesdays and Saturdays. I'll be posting some up periodically, but I'm going to take a little bit of a break from it. But the good thing about this is there are already 50 wonderful recipes that I have posted on my YouTube channel, and today will make 51. There are some great recipes, and while I'm taking this break from posting up recipes, I invite you all to please go in, look at those recipes, give them a try. I'll be putting some of them into rotation, so perhaps if there are some of them that you have not looked at already, you'll now take a break and look at those and try them. You know, I love looking at cooking recipes. Sometimes I get different ideas about what I can do in the kitchen. So hopefully you looking at some of my recipes will give you some ideas about some things that you might want to do differently in the kitchen, or we might even find a common ground where we're doing things the same. But at any rate, just whenever you see my subscription button up there in the future, just pop on and see. I may have a new video there, okay? But let's get into what we're going to be cooking today. Today, I'm going to be cooking this beer can chicken. And you saw that in the intro part, the picture, the beer in the chicken. And it makes this wonderfully crispy rotisserie type chicken with a great a flavor to it that the beer kind of floats up into it. It's a funny kind of thing the way it works, but it works. So let's get over here on the counter and get this beer up in this chicken so we can be eating in no time, okay? I'll meet you over there on the counter. Okay, so this chicken is about 5 pounds that we're working with. So the first thing we want to do is get out of this excess fat that's on it. So I'm just gonna cut that off. And it's not a whole lot on here, but whatever is on here, I don't want it on. So, and he has his tail on him too, right here. I'm gonna cut that tail off. Some people might eat it, but you know, I don't. And it's been a while since I bought a whole chicken, so I'm not sure if this neck it should be there or not, but it was his neck and they left it on, so I'm just going to leave it on for the cooking process. But probably going to get it, and it'll probably help balance the chicken on the can, but I know it's not going to be eaten, so we'll see. All right, so the next thing I want to do is take this chicken and I want to pat it down. I want it to be very, very dry. And again, I said this is about 5 pounds that we're working with. So a nice size family chicken here, family size. Okay, now the next thing I want to do is I want to get him oiled up so that the seasonings that I have can adhere to it. So I'm using a little bit of olive oil that I'm just gonna get on over there and rub him down. So it feels like a little baby. Anyway, we're getting our chicken all, look at that, man. Tell you. So we're getting it all oiled up here. All right, now what I'm going to do is get my seasonings ready here. Now, let me share with you what I have, the seasonings that I'm using. In my bowl, I have a little paprika here, poultry seasoning, thyme, a little Cajun seasoning here, and this is some of that chicken, some of those Grill Mate seasonings, the kicking chicken, and this is also a Grill Mate seasoning, roasted garlic here. And this right here in the center is garlic pepper. And the last seasoning that I want to get in this bowl is a little bit of curry, only because I love curry so much. So I'm gonna put that right there in the center, and then I'm just gonna use my little measure spoon to get them all together. And this is what I'm gonna be rubbing on the chicken. Sometimes people stand theirs up when they're putting the seasoning on there, but I just like to, do mine while it's laying on the board here. And I'm gonna make sure that I get some of this seasoning into all the little crevices there. Because like those rotisserie chickens that you buy in the store, they have, seasoning all the way through and all the way around. And that's what I'm hoping to gain in doing this. And that beer chicken, that's an old something that people used to do long before you had these different grilling rotisserie chicken contraptions that people use today. Long before you were doing that, people were standing these chickens up on a can of beer and putting them right on their grill and getting all that seasoning on up in there. So yeah, and so I still kind of do that from time to time. It's been a while since I've done one, but the same thing apply there. So now you can see he's all pretty much seasoned up there. And so I have a few green onions here that I want to stick those in this chicken too. So I'm gonna cut these ends off here, and then we'll cut them in half, and I'm gonna just stick them up into the cavity of the neck part and down into the cavity of the chicken. Now I'm ready to transfer this chicken to get it onto the other pan. I have my beer here. Here's the beer, that I'm using, the bud here. And so I want to take this beer and I'm gonna go ahead and open it up. Make sure you open up your can of beer. Don't you go sticking no beer in that chicken without it being open. So now we're gonna take our chicken here, and I'm gonna just sit it on top of that beer. Be careful not to waste, your beer. Right in the center of your pan. I'm gonna take these wings. Hope you can see me here. Take these wings and fold them behind the head, like so. So there she is, and my oven is already heating at a 350 degrees. But what I'm also going to be using here is my thermometer. My thermometer at about every 45 minutes, I'm gonna check my chicken. Move this out the way. I'm gonna check my chicken by the breast, and at a breast, I want the breast to eventually reach 160 degrees Fahrenheit. Then I'm gonna check down at the thigh, stick it in the thigh after about 45 minutes or so, and I want the thigh to be at 175 degrees Fahrenheit. So we're gonna get it into this 350 oven, let it go for 45 minutes before you start to check it, okay? And there she is. Ooh. Out of the oven, crispy skin, looking mighty nice. And I've already checked her internal temperature. And remember, the breast, I want it to be at least 160. And these, hot thighs need to be at about 175. And now we're just gonna let her rest for about a good 15-20 minutes before we do anything else to her. Okay, y'all, we're back and we got it done. This beer can chicken, I tell y'all, I had not done it in a while, but when I pulled it out of the oven today, and that crunchy skin on that chicken just reminded me of how much more I love this chicken over the rotisserie chicken that I buy in the store. I mean, the skin is crunchy. That aroma of that beer coming up through there, all the right spices were just right. Y'all, I'm gonna get on into eating this chicken right here, but before I do, I want to again say thank you to all of you who have been rolling with me, and there are about 20 of you that I mean are die hard, what you call ride or die. Don't give up on me because I'm just going to be taking a break for a little while, and I'll be back and posting up some other cooking videos, but just not right now. When you see that subscription button, and I'll be putting out other notices of when I have a new recipe up. So look for that, but just don't look for it every week. But I'll be back. So, all right. And when I come back, we still going to be keeping it boozy, okay? So again, thank you all, and I'll see you all soon, okay? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's get into this right here. Ooh, look at this heat.